8. Greatest warriors named Zhang in the Three Kingdoms. Zhang Fei only ranks second. So who's number 1? In today's video, we'll share with you a truly fascinating story. If you believe Zhang Fei, the famously fierce general of the Three Kingdoms era, is the most skilled among all the warriors surnamed Zhang, then you might be surprised to learn he only ranks second. So who takes the top spot? What kind of talent does this person possess that even Zhang Fei had to humbly fall behind? Beyond just Zhang Fei and Zhang Liao, the history of the Three Kingdoms features 8 formidable generals named Zhang. Each had a unique personality, achievements, and destiny. Some became legendary heroes, some were brilliant strategists, and some seemed forgotten in history. Yet their stories still hold thought-provoking lessons. Can you guess who among them is the most talented? Join us as we uncover the full truth in today's video. You might just change your perspective on some of the most familiar figures of the Three Kingdoms. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share this video so you never miss any epic historical journey with us. Zhang Yu, the overlooked hero of Shu Han. In the grand saga of the Three Kingdoms, alongside legendary generals like Zhang Yu, Zhang Fei, and Zhang Liao, there were also warriors who, though less frequently mentioned, left a lasting mark through their talent and noble character. One such figure was Zhang Yu, a general of Shu Han, renowned for his loyalty, strategic thinking, and compassion for the people. While he didn't achieve the fame of his more illustrious peers, Zhang Yu is still considered one of the 8 greatest warriors surnamed Zhang, his legacy deeply woven into the fabric of this turbulent era. This article explores his life, career, and enduring impact as a respected figure in Chinese history. Zhang Yu, a historical figure of the Shu Han period, does not have much recorded detail regarding his birth or hometown in official texts, such as records of the Three Kingdoms. However, he is remembered as a capable general from a modest background without noble lineage. Unlike famous generals like Zhang Fei or Zhang Yu, who either came from wealthy families or had formal education, Zhang Yu represents those who rose through the ranks solely by talent and loyalty during times of chaos. He joined the Shu Han army during Liu Bei's reign and later served under the brilliant strategist Zhuge Liang, known for his caution, cleverness, and devotion. Zhang Yu quickly earned the trust of his superiors and was assigned important responsibilities, especially in missions aimed at stabilizing and defending Shu territories. His military career was tightly bound to efforts in maintaining internal order amid constant threats from Qiao Wei and Eastern Wu. Zhang Yu played a key role in suppressing bandits and rebels in various Shu Han regions, particularly in Guanghan and Nan'an. The Three Kingdoms era was rife with local uprisings and lawlessness that threatened national stability. In this chaotic setting, Zhang Yu displayed exceptional leadership and military acumen. One of his most notable achievements was leading a campaign to eliminate bandit groups in Guanghan, a critical region of Yi province, now part of Sichuan, China. These rebel forces not only looted villages but also plunged the people into suffering. Zhang Yu, working closely with fellow commanders, employed a combination of force and flexible strategy to subdue the unrest. He wasn't solely reliant on military strength. He also used persuasive diplomacy to encourage surrender, thus minimizing casualties. His success in Guanghan not only restored order, but also solidified the rear for future military operations. Under Zhuge Liang's leadership, Zhang Yu continued to play a crucial role in the southern campaigns, present-day Yunnan and Guizhou. These areas, home to many ethnic minorities, often resisted Shu rule. During the 225 campaign, Zhang Yu was tasked with supporting generals like Ma Zhong and Zhang Yi in defeating the rebel leader Meng Huo. Beyond the battlefield, he contributed to logistics troop morale and overall campaign coordination, ensuring smooth execution of strategies. Following the Southern Campaign, Zhang Yu continued to work alongside Ma Zhong in pacifying insurgencies around Nan'an and adjacent regions. Their effective collaboration quickly quelled uprisings and reinforced Shu's grip over frontier territories. Unlike generals who focused solely on combat success, Zhang Yu stood out for his care for civilians, earning widespread admiration. Zhang Yu was not the type of warrior who relied purely on brute strength like Zhang Fei, nor was he a scholarly tactician like Zhang He. He embodied a rare balance of military capability and human kindness, an uncommon quality during wartime. Though historical accounts aren't extensive, Zhang Yu is consistently described as a fair leader who prioritized the people's welfare. One of Zhang Yu's most commendable traits was his relationship with the local populations he governed. After restoring order in regions like Guanghan and Nan'an, he went beyond maintaining law and order. He worked to improve livelihoods. He regularly listened to public concerns, supported agricultural recovery, and maintained security. As a result, he earned the people's affection and was remembered as a people's general, a stark contrast to many other warriors of the time. Zhang Yu symbolized unwavering loyalty to Shu Han. Despite not receiving high-ranking titles or wielding immense political power like other famed generals, he fulfilled every task with excellence, from major battles to behind-the-scenes support. His dedication earned deep respect from Zhuge Liang and fellow commanders. Sadly, Zhang Yu's life ended unexpectedly due to illness. While the exact year of his death is unknown, records suggest he died toward the latter part of Shu Han's existence, possibly during or shortly after Zhuge Liang's tenure. His passing was a significant loss, not just for his military service, but for the stability he brought to the regions under his care. Though he may never match the fame of Zhang Fei or Zhang Liao, Zhang Yu's legacy lives on through his contributions. He is a symbol of loyalty, compassion, and leadership, a shining example of how a general can be both formidable in war and benevolent in peace. 7. Zhang Yi, the iron-willed general of Shu Han. Zhang Yi, a prominent general of Shu Han, remains a relatively obscure figure due to the limited records of his birth or origins in official sources, such as the records of the Three Kingdoms. However, he is known to have come from a humble background, not of noble lineage, amidst the upheaval of the Three Kingdoms era. Zhang Yi rose to prominence through his military prowess and unwavering dedication to Liu Bei's vision and the cause of Shu Han. He joined the Shu army early on and quickly gained the trust of the brilliant strategist Zhuge Liang, who assigned him several critical missions. Zhang Yi began his career in regional administration, serving as prefect in various districts of Yi Province, modern-day Sichuan, China. With a firm, principled character and excellent organizational skills, he excelled at maintaining order in the territories under his governance. However, his rigid governance style often made him unpopular with local civilians, a limitation that followed him throughout his career. Zhang Yi distinguished himself in several of Shu Han's major campaigns, especially the southern campaigns and the northern expeditions led by Zhuge Liang. He was not only a brave warrior, but also a strategic leader who helped strengthen Shu's position amid fierce competition with Cao Wei and Eastern Wu. One of Zhang Yi's notable achievements was his participation in the 226 Southern Campaign, during which Zhuge Liang led forces to pacify rebellious southern tribes in Nanzhong, present-day Yunnan and Guizhou. These uprisings, led by local chieftains like Meng Huo, posed threats to Shu's rear territories. In this campaign, Zhang Yi was appointed deputy general, working alongside commanders like Ma Zhong and Yue Ying. He played a key role in capturing the rebel leader, Huan, contributing to the successful pacification of the 4 Nanzhong districts. Zhang Yi not only excelled on the battlefield, but also supported logistics and enforced discipline within the army. He and his fellow commanders defeated Meng Huo multiple times, ultimately bringing the region under Shu control. This victory secured the southern front, allowing Shu Han to redirect its resources toward the northern expeditions. During Zhang Liang's northern campaigns aimed at restoring the Han dynasty and defeating Cao Wei, Zhang Yi continued to serve in a crucial capacity. In 227, he was appointed Grand Commander of the Vanguard, an important position demanding both strategic insight and leadership. In the battle at Tianshui, Zhuge Liang's strategy was uncovered by Zhang Wei, a rising Wei commander, resulting in Zhao Yun's entrapment. Zhang Yi responded swiftly, leading reinforcements that rescued Zhao Yun and prevented a major loss for Shu. In addition, Zhang Yi assisted in defeating Wei forces and repairing the Jianghe Road, a vital retreat route ensuring a safe withdrawal for Shu's main army. These contributions highlighted his versatility, a capable fighter, a master of logistics, and a cool-headed commander during crises. After Zhuge Liang's death in 234, Zhang Wei took over the northern expeditions, which gradually became costlier and less effective. Zhang Yi stood out as one of the few Shu generals who remained rational, publicly opposing Zhang Wei's repeated campaigns. He argued that the constant expeditions were depleting Shu's resources with little chance of defeating Cao Wei. This dissent reflected Zhang Yi's strategic vision and his commitment to placing the state's welfare above personal ambition. Zhang Yi was known for his strong will, loyalty, and unwavering principles. He strictly followed Zhuge Liang's orders and prioritized Shu Han's interests. While this made him highly reliable, it also hindered his ability to connect with the people. When stationed in Nandi to defend the region, his inflexible governance drew resentment from locals. Unlike generals such as Zhang Yu, who were beloved for their approachability, despite this, Zhang Yi remains a model of dedication and service. He sought neither fame nor fortune, and was always ready to fight for the restoration of the Han dynasty. His clear-headed judgment and ability to assess the broader strategic picture were rare qualities in a time when many leaders were swayed by emotion or blind ambition. Tragically, Zhang Yi's life ended in turmoil. He was killed during an uprising in Chengdu, the capital of Shu Han, under unclear circumstances. His untimely death dealt a serious blow to Shu, especially during its decline after Zhuge Liang's passing. Although no precise records exist regarding the year of his death, Zhang Yi's loss marked a critical void in Shu Han's leadership, accelerating the kingdom's downfall. Zhang Yi's legacy lies in his quiet yet significant contributions to Shu Han. He is a symbol of loyalty, strategy, and responsibility. Though not as celebrated as other famous generals, his life offers a powerful lesson. A true general must not only be fearless in war, but also wise in thought. Zhang Yi, one of the 8 most notable generals surnamed Zhang during the 3 kingdoms, is a respected figure for his achievements and admirable traits. From deputy commander in the southern campaign to vanguard commander in the northern expeditions, he proved his loyalty and capability time and again. While his tragic death and rigid leadership were setbacks, Zhang Yi remains a shining star in the 3 kingdoms' legacy, an integral part of its heroic history. 6. Zhang Yan. From outlaw to respected leader, Zhang Yan stands out among the 8 renowned generals, surnamed Zhang for his unique journey from a bandit to a respected leader embraced by the people. Historical records of Zhang Yan are scarce, but he is known to have lived during the late Eastern Han period, when the imperial court was weakening and warlords were rising across the land. Coming from a lowly background, Zhang Yan initially led a band of outlaws resorting to plundering as a means of survival in chaotic times. However, unlike common bandits, Zhang Yan soon realized that long-term survival required more than brute force. He needed structure, public support, and strategic foresight. With natural leadership and a sharp grasp of the political landscape, Zhang Yan gradually transformed his ragtag band into an organized military force. As war and oppression ravaged the countryside, local people and scholars began to see him as a protector and hero. Eventually, they elected him as their leader, entrusting him with the responsibility of maintaining order and defending them. Zhang Yan's strength lay in his adaptability and his strategic decision-making in the volatile Three Kingdoms era. Although he didn't serve a major warlord like Cao or Liu Bei, he managed to carve out his own territory amidst the chaos, a rare feat at the time. One of his most notable moves was forming an alliance with Lu Bu, the famously fierce yet unpredictable general, to resist Yuan Shao, then the most powerful warlord in China. Yuan Shao, with his massive army and ambition to unify the realm, posed a grave threat to smaller factions. Recognizing the danger, Zhang Yan allied with Lu Bu, hoping to leverage the latter's military strength to defend his territory. Though the alliance ultimately failed, Lu Bu was defeated by Cao. The decision demonstrated Zhang Yan's strategic vision. He understood that in such unstable times, survival often depended on forming the right alliances. This partnership allowed him to hold power for a while longer, even though it couldn't prevent his eventual decline. Beyond alliances, Zhang Yan worked hard to professionalize his forces. He recruited capable individuals, improved civilian life, and strengthened security in his controlled regions. These efforts elevated him from a mere warlord to a guardian of the people. He wasn't just a military figure. He was also a stabilizing presence during an age of destruction. Zhang Yan is a prime example of someone who overcame humble origins to achieve significance. From banditry to leadership, his rise was powered by intelligence, adaptability, and relentless determination. He had a knack for reading the situation, winning loyalty and gaining the trust of both soldiers and civilians. Despite his past, Zhang Yan did not let it define him. He strove to reshape his image from a thief to a responsible leader. His efforts showed that he wasn't merely pursuing personal ambition, but also working toward the long-term well-being of the people under his care. Sadly, in an era brimming with powerful warlords and military prodigies, Zhang Yan never reached the upper echelons of fame. After Lu Bu's defeat by Cao, Zhang Yan's forces weakened and were gradually absorbed by larger factions. There are no clear records of his death, but it is likely that he died in battle or withdrew from political life after losing his grip on power. Though he didn't earn the legendary status of other generals, Zhang Yan left behind a powerful lesson in resilience and vision. He is proof that a person, regardless of background, can rise to prominence if they possess talent and resolve. His story continues to inspire as a testament to leadership born in adversity. 5. Zhang Xian, the loyal general of Shu Han. Zhang Xian was a unique figure among the 8 renowned generals named Zhang, with a journey from a lowly outlaw to a respected leader loved by the people. Historical records about Zhang Xian are limited, but he is known to have lived during the late Eastern Han period, when the imperial court was weakening and warlords rose to power. Born into humble circumstances, Zhang Xian initially led a group of bandits resorting to plundering to survive in chaotic times. However, unlike other common bandits, Zhang Xian quickly realized that long-term survival required organization and public support. With his natural leadership and keen understanding of the political landscape, he gradually transformed his group of outlaws into an organized military force, gaining support from the people and local scholars. Amidst war and oppression, the locals saw him as a protector and hero, eventually electing him as their leader. Zhang Xian distinguished himself through his adaptability and strategic decision-making during the Three Kingdoms period. Though he didn't serve under a major warlord like Cao or Liu Bei, he managed to carve out his own domain amidst the chaos, a rare feat during such a tumultuous time. One of his most notable moves was his alliance with Lu Bu, the famous but unpredictable general to oppose Yuan Shao, the most powerful warlord at the time. Yuan Shao, with his massive army and ambition to unite the land, posed a significant threat to smaller factions. Zhang Xian, recognizing the danger, allied with Lu Bu to leverage his military strength and protect his own territory. Although the alliance ultimately failed and Lu Bu was defeated by Cao Cao, the decision showed Zhang Xian's strategic vision. He understood that in times of turmoil, survival depended on forging the right alliances. This partnership allowed him to maintain power for a time, even though it couldn't prevent his eventual downfall. In addition to his alliances, Zhang Xian focused on building his own force, turning his group of outlaws into an organized army. He prioritized recruiting talented individuals, improving the people's lives, and reinforcing security in his region. As a result, he became not only a military leader, but also a guardian of the people, providing stability in a time of widespread destruction. Zhang Xian is an example of overcoming humble beginnings to achieve greatness. From an outlaw to a leader, his rise was fueled by intelligence, adaptability, and determination. He had a knack for reading situations, winning loyalty, and gaining the trust of both soldiers and civilians. Despite his past, Zhang Xian never allowed it to define him. He always sought to improve his image, evolving from a thief to a responsible leader. His efforts proved that his ambitions weren't merely personal, but were also driven by a long-term vision for the greater good of his people. Sadly, in an era with many powerful warlords and military prodigies, Zhang Xian never reached the top ranks of fame. After Lu Bu's defeat by Cao Cao, Zhang Xian's forces gradually weakened and were absorbed by larger factions. Although there is no precise record of his death, it is likely that he died in battle or withdrew from political life after losing his grip on power. Though he never gained the legendary status of other generals, Zhang Xian left behind a powerful lesson in resilience and vision. He is proof that someone, regardless of background, can rise to prominence with talent and determination. His story continues to serve as an inspiration to those who face adversity, showing that a person's potential is not determined by their past, but by their actions and decisions. For Zhang Ca, the scholarly general of Cao Wei, Zhang Ca, also known as Tu Juan, he was one of the most prominent generals of Cao Wei, ranked among the 5 elite generals alongside Zhang Liao, Dun Shu, and Sima Yi, born in Hejian, now part of Hebei Province, China. Zhang Ca began his military career during the late Eastern Han period, a time when warlords were vying for control over China. Initially, Zhang Ca served under Yuan Shao, one of the most powerful warlords of his time. However, after realizing that Yuan Shao lacked vision and failed to utilize talent effectively, Zhang Ca decided to abandon him and join Cao Cao after the Battle of Guandu in 200. This decision marked a turning point in his career, opening the door for him to demonstrate his talents under a leader who truly recognized and nurtured his abilities. Zhang Ca is best known as a scholarly general, meaning he was not only proficient in martial arts, but also skilled in military strategy and tactics. Under Cao Cao and subsequent rulers, Zhang Ca earned numerous military achievements, becoming one of the cornerstones of Cao Wei. During Cao Cao's reign, Zhang Ca participated in several major campaigns, including the conquest of Henei, the pacification of Jingzhou, and the defense against Shu forces at Baiji. He was well known for his ability to organize the army and utilize flexible tactics, often entrusted with commanding vanguard forces or defending strategic positions. However, during this period, Zhang Ca's opportunities to shine were somewhat limited, as he was overshadowed by more famous generals such as Zhang Liao. After Cao Cao's death, His son, Cao Pi, ascended the throne and particularly valued Zhang Ca. Cao Pi promoted him to the position of left general and entrusted him with significant responsibilities. During this time, Zhang Ca had the opportunity to showcase his talents through campaigns against Shu Han and Eastern Wu. He excelled at confronting Shu generals like Ma Chao and Zhao Yun, often using strategy to neutralize enemy attacks. When Cao Rui, the son of Cao Pai, succeeded the throne, Zhang Ca continued to play an important role. He was appointed Right General, one of the most powerful positions in the Cao Wei court, second only to Sima Yi and Counselor Xiaohu Mao. He was tasked with collaborating with Sima Yi in the northern expeditions against Shu Han as part of Zhuge Liang's campaigns. Zhang Ca became renowned for his ability to analyze situations and apply military strategy, often providing effective defensive or counter-offensive plans. Zhang Ca is a typical scholarly general combining military skill with a deep understanding of military philosophy. He was not only capable on the battlefield, but also adept at long-term planning, often anticipating enemy intentions. Unlike Zhang Fei, who was known for his directness and impulsive nature, Zhang Ca stood out for his calm, cautious demeanor and meticulous calculations. He was also known for his absolute loyalty to Cao Wei. Despite once serving Yuan Shaozhang, Ca had no hesitation in abandoning an unworthy lord to follow Cao, demonstrating his clear principles and vision. His dedication was highly valued by successive Cao Wei rulers, making him one of the most trusted generals. Zhang Ca passed away in 231 during a campaign against the Shu forces when he was pursuing Zhuge Liang's army at Momen Pass. According to records of the Three Kingdoms, Zhang Ca was struck by an arrow and died in battle, marking the end of a distinguished military career. His death was a great loss to Cao Wei, especially at a time when they were locked in conflict with Shu Han. Zhang Ca left behind a legacy as an exceptional scholarly general with military skills and strategies that rivaled the greatest generals of the Three Kingdoms period. He's a symbol of calmness, loyalty, and leadership, contributing significantly to the stability and development of Cao Wei. 3. Zhang Shu, the ambitious general of the late Eastern Han. Zhang Ca was a military leader during the late Eastern Han period, rising to prominence amidst the weakening imperial court and the warlord struggles for power. He was the grandson of Zhang Yi, a general who served under the notorious Dong Zhuo, a key figure responsible for the chaos during the reigns of Emperor Xian of Han and Emperor Xian of the Eastern Han dynasty. After Dong Zhuo's death at the hands of Lu Bu Zhang Ji and Zhang Shu continued to operate independently, controlling parts of Jingzhou and its neighboring regions. While historical records, such as records of the Three Kingdoms, provide limited details about Zhang Shu's birth and origins, he is described as a young, talented, and ambitious general. After his grandfather's death in battle at Xuancheng, Zhang Shu inherited his forces, becoming the leader of a significant military group. Though he did not possess the immense strength of warlords like Cao or Yuan Shao, Zhang Shu proved his prowess through bold decisions and remarkable military tactics. Zhang Shu is most remembered for his complex and dramatic relationship with Cao, one of the most powerful warlords of the Three Kingdoms period. He defeated Cao twice, a feat rare for any general during that time. The first encounter between Zhang Shu and Cao occurred while Zhang Shu was attempting to consolidate his power in Jingzhou. Initially, Zhang Shu considered surrendering to Cao to preserve his forces and avoid direct conflict. However, Cao's arrogant behavior and lack of finesse pushed Zhang Shu to rebellion. According to records of the Three Kingdoms, one of the triggers for the conflict was Cao's intention to claim Zhang Shu's aunt, the widow of Zhang Yi, which deeply angered Zhang Shu. He chose to betray Cao, leading a surprise attack on Cao's camp. During this battle, Zhang Xiu took advantage of Cao Cao's complacency and the element of surprise, inflicting significant losses on Cao Cao's forces. Cao Cao narrowly escaped death, and his eldest son, Cao Ang, along with his trusted general, Dian Wei, were killed in the battle. If not for the timely intervention of strategist Jia Shu, Cao Cao could have faced a disastrous defeat. The second encounter between Zhang Xiu and Cao Cao occurred during a clash at Xuancheng. Though Zhang Xiu did not achieve a decisive victory, he proved to be a formidable opponent, causing Cao Cao to remain cautious. After these initial conflicts, Zhang Xiu ultimately decided to submit to Cao Cao, influenced by the persuasion of Jia Shu. Cao Cao, known for his talent for utilizing capable people, not only forgave Zhang Xiu, but also treated him generously. He promoted Zhang Xiu to the position of General of Yangwu and granted him the title of Marquis of Lai. The relationship was further cemented when Cao Cao's son Cao Pi married Zhang Xiu's daughter. Under Cao Cao's command, Zhang Xiu participated in several important campaigns, including the conquest of Henei. While there are few specific records of his contributions during this time, Zhang Xiu is regarded as a diligent and capable general, contributing to Cao Wei's territorial expansion. Zhang Xiu was a general known for his boldness and strategy. He had a talent for making quick decisions and capitalizing on opportunities, as demonstrated in his surprise attacks on Cao Cao. However, his hot-headedness and high sense of pride sometimes led him to make hasty decisions, such as his initial betrayal of Cao Cao. Nevertheless, Zhang Xiu also displayed adaptability when he decided to submit to Cao Cao and serve him loyally. This decision demonstrated that he was not merely impulsive, but also capable of adjusting to circumstances to safeguard his forces and long-term interests. Zhang Xiu's life was relatively short, and he passed away at a young age, possibly after his submission to Cao Cao. There are no exact records of his cause of death, but it is speculated that he died either due to illness or in battle. Despite his brief career, Zhang Xiu left a lasting mark as a talented general who once troubled Cao Cao and later became a key part of the Cao Wei military apparatus. Zhang Xiu is a symbol of resilience and the ability to face greater powers, while showcasing flexibility in adapting to the changing tides of history. While he did not gain fame like other top generals, he remains an important figure in the history of the Three Kingdoms.
Zhang Fei,
你 legendary general of Shu Han.
In the history of the Three Kingdoms, Zhang Fei is one of the most famous generals, renowned as the third member of the legendary Sworn Brothers of the Peach Garden, alongside Liu Bei and Guan Yu, with unparalleled strength, loyalty, and an impulsive character. He was not only an exceptional warrior, but also became a symbol of honor and brotherhood. Despite ranking second among the 8 Zhang generals of the Three Kingdoms, just after Zhang Liao, Zhang Fei left a profound mark on Chinese history and culture. This article explores the life, military achievements, character, and legacy of Zhang Fei, shedding light on why he has been loved and respected for centuries. Zhang Fei, also known as Yi De or Yi De Du, was born in the town of Zhuo, now part of Baoding, Hebei, China, to a relatively wealthy family that engaged in the wine and meat trade. There are no precise records of his birth year, but he lived during the late 2nd and early 3rd centuries, passing away in 221. Unlike many other generals of his time, Zhang Fei not only possessed immense physical strength, but was also well educated in both martial arts and literature. He was famous for his calligraphy and his talent in painting beautiful women, which highlighted a rare, refined side of a warrior. In Romance of the Three Kingdoms, by Luo Guanzhong, Zhang Fei is described as a towering figure with a fierce appearance. 8 feet tall, a tiger's head, round eyes, a mustache like a bear, and a lion's roar, his personality was blunt, quick-tempered, and bold. In 184, during the Yellow Turban Rebellion, Zhang Fei met Liu Bei and Guan Yu, and together they swore brotherhood at the Peach Garden, pledging to live and die together. This event marked the beginning of Zhang Fei's journey under Liu Bei, contributing to the establishment of the Shu Han dynasty. Zhang Fei was one of the most ferocious generals of the Three Kingdoms, known for his strength, which was said to be able to face 10,000 enemies. He participated in numerous major battles, earning many notable victories and instilling fear even in Cao Cao. In the early days of serving, Liu Bei Zhang Fei helped quell the Yellow Turban Rebellion, showcasing his strength and bravery. He, alongside Liu Bei and Guan Yu, defeated many rebel leaders, helping to stabilize the weakened Eastern Han dynasty. Later, he participated in campaigns against Dong Zhuo and other warlords, gradually building his reputation as a fearless warrior. One of Zhang Fei's most notable victories occurred at Changban, 208. When Cao Cao's forces pursued Liu Bei, Zhang Fei led a small group of soldiers to block the Changban Bridge. With his imposing figure and thunderous shout, he caused Cao Cao's soldiers to panic. According to Romance of the Three Kingdoms, Zhang Fei's ferocity struck terror into the heart of Cao Cao's general Xia Ho Dun, who reportedly died from shock. Despite having only a few dozen soldiers, Zhang Fei's bravery caused Cao Cao's army to retreat, allowing Liu Bei and the people to escape safely. Zhang Fei continued to distinguish himself in several major battles, such as pursuing Cao Cao at Red Cliff, 208. After the victory of the alliance between Sun Quan and Liu Bei, Zhang Fei helped chase Cao Cao's forces, solidifying Shu Han's position, conquering Western Shu at 40. He played a key role in defeating Liu Zhang, helping Liu Bei secure control of Yi province. Fighting Lu Bu, Zhang Fei famously fought Lu Bu for more than 50 rounds in a duel, drawing with the famed warrior and demonstrating his martial prowess. The Battle of Baidi, Zhang Fei faced off against Zhang Ca, one of the 5 elite generals of Cao Wei, and gained significant advantages. In 219, when Liu Bei declared himself king of Hanzhong, Zhang Fei was appointed right general. In 221, after Liu Bei ascended to the throne, Zhang Fei was promoted to general of cavalry military supervisor, and Marquis of Shihu, becoming one of the 5 tiger generals of Shu Han. Zhang Fei embodied loyalty and courage, but his quick temper and blunt nature were also significant weaknesses. He always placed his brotherly bond with Liu Bei and Guan Yu above all else, willing to sacrifice for his brothers. However, his hot-headedness often led him into dangerous situations or caused severe consequences. Despite his fierce exterior, Zhang Fei was loved by the people for his integrity and his spirit to rid the world of evil. He always protected the weak and hated traitors, which made him a symbol of justice in popular culture. His impulsive nature often led him to lack the composure of other generals like Guan Yu or Zhang Liao. Zhang Fei was known for frequently losing his temper with his subordinates, even resorting to physical punishment when they failed to meet expectations. This ultimately led to his tragic end when he was betrayed and killed by his own subordinates. In 221, after the death of Guan Yu, Liu Bei decided to launch a military campaign against Eastern Wu for revenge. Zhang Fei was tasked with leading an army from Langzhong to Jiangzhou to meet up with the forces. However, during preparations, he ordered his 2 subordinates, Zhang Dat and Fan Gang, to urgently prepare white robes for the ritual to honor Guan Yu. When they failed to complete the task in time, Zhang Fei flew into a rage and beat them, causing them to harbor resentment. That night, they assassinated Zhang Fei, decapitated him, and defected to eastern Wu Liao Bei, posthumously honored him with the title of Marquis of Huan, expressing deep sorrow. Zhang Fei's death was a significant loss for Shu Han and served as a reminder of the consequences of unchecked anger and how one treats subordinates. Yet his death did not diminish his legacy. It only made his image more tragic in the eyes of future generations. Zhang Fei was not just a historical figure, but also a cultural icon. In Romance of the Three Kingdoms, he is depicted as a heroic figure, brave, mighty, and deeply human. His character has appeared in countless literary works, films, games, and folk tales. In China, many temples have been built in memory of Zhang Fei, especially in Zhuo and Sichuan, where he once fought. In popular culture, Zhang Fei is often portrayed wielding his famous spear, riding a black horse, and shouting as thunder strikes. He represents strength, loyalty, and indomitable spirit, becoming an inspiration for generations. Zhang Liao, the supreme general of Cao Wei. In the history of the Three Kingdoms, Zhang Liao is regarded as one of the most outstanding generals, not only of Cao Wei, but also among the 8 renowned Zhang generals of this era. Ranked first, surpassing even Zhang Fei, Zhang Liao is celebrated for his perfect combination of courage, strategy, and loyalty. From his early days serving under Lu Bu to becoming a cornerstone of Cao Cao's forces, Zhang Liao's journey is a story of talent, overcoming adversity, and remarkable military feats, especially during the Battle of Hefei against Eastern Wu. This article explores the life, career, character, and legacy of Zhang Liao, explaining why he is honored as the most talented Zhang general of the Three Kingdoms period. Zhang Lei, also known as Wen Yuan, was born in 169 in Ma Yi Yanmen, now part of Socheong, Shanxi, China, and passed away in 222. His ancestors originally bore the surname Jie, but changed it to Zhang to avoid enemies born into a wealthy family. Zhang Liao displayed his military talent early in life and gained attention when he was still young. According to records of the Three Kingdoms, he served as a local official and was invited by Ding Yuan, the governor of Bingzhou, to serve as his assistant because of his remarkable bravery. In what, Zhang Liao joined Ding Yuan's forces and entered the capital Luoyang. There he met He Jin, who sent him to recruit troops in Hebei. After raising more than 1,000 soldiers, Zhang Liao returned to find that He Jin had been assassinated by court eunuchs. He then joined Dong Zhuo's forces, but after Dong Zhuo was killed by Lu Bu in 192, Zhang Liao switched allegiance to Lu Bu, assuming the position of cavalry commander. During this time, despite his talents, Zhang Liao was not fully appreciated by Lu Bu, who was often erratic and lacked foresight. In 118, Cao Cao defeated Lu Bu at Xiapi, killing Lu Bu and capturing Zhang Liao. Romance of the Three Kingdoms describes how Zhang Liao initially prepared to die honorably, but through the pleas of Guan Yu and Cao Cao's recognition of his talent, Zhang Liao was spared and recruited into Cao Cao's service. Records of the Three Kingdoms states that Zhang Liao willingly defected after Lu Bu's defeat, bringing his followers to submit to Cao Cao. Regardless of the differing details, both sources agree that this decision marked a turning point in Zhang Liao's career, propelling him from an obscure general to one of Cao Cao's most trusted commanders. Cao Cao appointed Zhang Liao as a middle general and bestowed upon him the title of Marquis of Guannei, recognizing his talents. Under Cao Cao's command, Zhang Liao was given numerous opportunities to showcase his skills, from campaigns of conquest to defending strategic positions. Zhang Liao had numerous significant military achievements, particularly in Cao Wei's major campaigns. He was ranked among the 5 elite generals, alongside Xia Hu, Dun Shuchu, Zhang Fei, and Sima Yi, solidifying his status as one of Cao Cao's top generals. Zhang Liao participated in many important campaigns, including pacifying Habi, He helped defeat local forces, consolidating Cao Cao's control over the northern regions. Campaign against Yuan Shao Zhang Liao contributed to the victory in the Battle of Guandu, 200, where Cao Cao decisively defeated Yuan Shao's larger army. Conquest of Jingzhou. He assisted Cao Cao in expanding Wei territory to the south. These victories helped Zhang Liao gain recognition, eventually being promoted to the position of General of BI and Deputy Commander, becoming a key figure in Cao Wei's military. Zhang Liao's most famous achievement came at the Battle of Hefei, 215, against the forces of Eastern Wu, when Sun Quan led a large army to attack Hefei Zhang. Liao had only 800 elite troops to defend the city. Realizing that the Wu forces were overconfident, he led a surprise nighttime raid on their camp, causing chaos and scattering their forces. According to Romance of the Three Kingdoms, Zhang Liao's reputation was so formidable that even the children of Eastern Wu were too afraid to cry at night when they heard his name. The Battle of Hefei was not only a military victory, but also a testament to Zhang Liao's leadership strategy and courage. Despite being outnumbered, he defeated an enemy force many times larger, solidifying his reputation as a general who could instill fear in his enemies. Zhang Liao epitomized the perfect combination of martial skill and strategic insight. He was not only adept in combat, but also a master of military strategy, knowing how to exploit opportunities and terrain to secure victory. Unlike the impulsive Zhang Fei, Zhang Liao was calm, cautious, and deliberate, making wise decisions even in critical situations. Zhang Liao was revered for his loyalty and integrity. Although he had served under several warlords, he remained steadfast in his devotion to Cao Cao. Cao Cao, after his defection, never wavering in the face of temptation or adversity, his resoluteness when captured at Xiapi, and his decision to submit and continue contributing to Cao Cao's cause showed that he was a man of principles and long-term vision. Zhang Liao had a remarkable ability to win the loyalty of his troops, inspiring his 800 elite soldiers at Hefei to become an unstoppable force. Cao Cao's respect for him further demonstrates that Zhang Liao was a highly trusted and valued general. Zhang Liao passed away in 222, possibly due to illness or wounds sustained in battle shortly after the Hefei campaign. His death was a great loss for Cao Wei, especially during a time of intense rivalry with Shu Han and Eastern Wu Chao. Zhang and subsequent rulers mourned him as one of the greatest generals. In Romance of the Three Kingdoms, Zhang Liao is depicted as a symbol of both valor and strategy, with his victory at Hefei becoming legendary. Historically, he is considered one of the most outstanding generals of Cao Wei, on par with figures like Guan Yu and Zhao Yunzhang. Liao's legacy lies not only in his military successes, but also in the lessons of perseverance, overcoming adversity and loyalty that he left behind. In popular culture, Zhang Liao is often portrayed as a dignified general holding a spear while leading his troops into battle. He has inspired numerous literary works, films, and games, particularly in adaptations of Romance of the Three Kingdoms and the Dynasty Warriors franchise. Zhang Liao deserves to be recognized as the most talented Zhang general of the Three Kingdoms era. From serving under Lu Bu to becoming a cornerstone of Cao Wei, his military talent, strategic acumen, and loyalty were unmatched. The Battle of Hefei and his many other victories cemented his place in history as a paragon of courage and intellect. In the flow of the Three Kingdoms saga, Zhang Liao stands as a shining star, not only for his military achievements, but also for his indomitable spirit and exceptional leadership, which continue to inspire future generations.